Okay, Paula Coomber, Seaside Radio, talking today to Tony Fouracre, who has been a doctor in Withensea for how many years?
Well, since 1950.
So that's rather good, because I was born 49, so you've been a doctor the whole of my life.
Yes, yes.
Now, I believe your father was also a doctor.
Yes, yes. My father came here in the 1920s from London, and then when I had, after the war, came back to Withensea and joined him, and of course now my son is the head of the practice. So there are some people who very proudly say we have been treated with 3 Dr. Fouracres.
That's pretty good. Did you feel sort of pressured to follow your father?
Yes, a little, yes, I did, because he had been hanging on through the war until he was older than the ordinary retirement age, because he was on his own during the war, because he had a partner who went into the army. And he was waiting for me, and I felt some obligation to join him and help him, but I never regretted it. I'm a Withensea lad.
So you enjoyed treating the people around here, and of course you're a well-known face in Withensea.
Well, yes, I do. I like what is now a bit old-fashioned, but visiting patients in their homes and knowing all the family and so on. Yes, I always enjoyed all of that.
Yeah, so you went through literally from birth to death with a lot of
Oh,
people.
yes, I did, indeed, yes, it did. Yes.
Yeah, but you aren't just, now that you're retired, you do a lot of other things in Withensea as well. I know you're part of the Hidden Holderness, aren't you?
Yes, yes, I'm a lot of things started with the fillip of the millennium in 2000, and there were several little organisations started. The Millennium Green was one, and the Hidden Holderness, and then the Photographic Society, Picture This, and some drama groups as well. And at that time I was just on my own, and I sort of sampled several of them and stuck with the photographic ones till they got a little bit too advanced for me, and but I've kept going with the Hidden Holderness, which is really a local history group.
And they get out some lovely leaflets. I've seen the leaflets.
Well, the present situation with Hidden Holderness, I don't know if you've talked to Dot about it, Dot Perkins, but who is the chairman at the moment, because we have produced 7 or 8 leaflets and we can't go on doing that forever, we've decided to put them together in a little mini guidebook for Holderness, South Holderness, and we're having meetings to edit that, which is proving a little more complicated than we thought at first. As it is, as you know, if you try to write a book, it gets a bit involved.
It does. It sounds fascinating. I didn't realise you were putting it into a book. Yeah. That is, well, please let me know when it comes out, because I'd definitely like a copy. But you're very active. I see you around at so many events. The Wellick Bike Ride.
Yes, yes, I have done that now for about 10 years. Yes, it's what they call the Wellick Relics, and if I can tell you a little joke of a story about that, there was one old farming man who comes on a bike, and when I say old, he's about 5 or 10 years younger than me, and I overtook him one day on the bike, and I said jokingly, "Oh, I can't be waiting for you young fellas." And he said, because he's very Yorkshire, he said, "No then, doctor," he said, "if we'd had better doctoring when we'd been younger, we could have kept up with you."
Classic.